Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. I am up nice and early, or at least nice and early for me. It is about 11 a.m. in the morning, which is the earliest I've been up on a weekend in a very, very long time. But we are at the post office because I promised a customer of the Cinema Signa store that I'd get his items out today. All right, in and out. This is not the post office my P.O. box is at, so unfortunately no goodies waiting for me inside. So I say let's go do some cinema hunting. Actually, I know a place we need to go because there's something I gotta pick up thanks to one of you who told me to go back and get it. So first, back through the creepy alley. And then back to the Open Door Ministry thrift shop, where hopefully they'll have the one VHS I'm looking for. And they do. And perhaps I'll grab one or two more VHS for the store. Maybe this movie's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Somebody has already donated Jason Bourne, and yes, donated. This is a thrift store, not a pawn shop. I would grab it for the store, but unfortunately, it's pretty well scratched up. All right, walked in for one title for me and came out with an entire bag full of VHS, even a couple DVDs in there. All right, so I don't know what we have planned for the rest of the day. Ooh, creepy, but I gotta go get some food because I am starving. Actually, before food, how about one more quick stop to yet another Liberty Thrift and Home Furnishings. I do not get out to the store very often, so let's check them out. Let's see what they got. Well, as far as DVDs are concerned, they've got nothing. One of the worst selections I've actually seen in a long time. No CDs either. And from the looks of it, I don't think this store carries VHS anymore. Okay, maybe we can still save this trip. Perhaps they'll have some good Disney mugs. Nope. Well, that was almost a complete waste of time. And I do say almost because on the way out of the store, I found something I wanted to pick up. And we'll take a look at that a little later on. But as I said, I am starving. I need some food. And today, we're going to change things up. How about some KFC? I've actually never been a real big fan of KFC's fried chicken, which I know sounds kind of weird. KFC, that's what they're known for, but it's not really my thing. I've never enjoyed it. However, a few years back, they finally introduced something that I had to try, and I absolutely loved. Their KGC, yes, their grilled chicken breasts, although this one's looking a little weak. Anyway, still absolutely delicious, and the only reason you'll ever see me going into a KFC. And you guys think I only ever eat wieners. Nope, I enjoy breasts as well. Alright guys, now that my belly is all full of some delicious KGC, let's take a look at what all I picked up today, which unfortunately was not very much. I grabbed 2 titles, that was it. Not exactly my best hunting trip ever, but granted, I was not expecting to find very much at Open Door, other than the one title I went in there looking for, which I did find. Very happy about that. I'd already been out there twice this week, but Liberty Thrift, I've not been to this location in a very long time, and usually when I go to this store, I come back with an okay haul. Not this time. Very weak selection of DVDs, just a horrible selection of CDs, and apparently a non-existent selection of VHS. I guess the store no longer carries them, which is a shame because they usually had a decent selection of VHS in the past. Nothing. No longer there. Very disappointed in that. I don't see myself going back out to this location for a very, very long time once again. However, I was lucky enough to find at least one title, one thing I wanted to pick up as I was leaving the store. It was sitting in the front cash register display, so I did grab that, but otherwise, I would have walked out of there empty-handed and had one thing to show you today. Very, very sad about that, but alright, anyway, we'll do this in reverse order. We'll take a look at what I grabbed from Liberty Thrift first, and then what I grabbed from Open Door. So the one title I did pick up, the only thing I grabbed from Liberty Thrift was a Game Boy Advance game. Yes, this was sitting up in the front cash register display with a bunch of other games. The other games I did not need. This is the only one I wanted to pick up. This is Naruto Ninja Council 2. I have no idea what this game is. Is it a beat 'em up? Is it a fighting game? You tell me. I've never played it. I have no idea. It was marked at $3, but of course, Liberty Thrift stores this week are all 50% off media anyway, so I did grab this for only $1.50. Sounded good to me. It was a Game Boy Advance game I did not yet have for my collection. But I don't know. Is it any good? If you guys have played this one, leave a comment down below. Let me know. This is a new one for me. I hope it is good, but if not, whatever. It's $1.25. $1.50. Not a big deal. And again, the only thing I grabbed from Liberty Thrift. Very disappointed in that. And then the only thing I picked up for me at Open Door was Broadway Melody of 1940 on VHS. Now, I have to thank a fan, and I feel so bad. I always forget who tells me what. I get like a million comments, and I always forget who left comments, and then I go back and look for them, and I can't find them, so I do apologize. But to the viewer who left a comment saying, I need to go back and pick this up. Thank you very much for that. I really, really do appreciate it. Please leave a comment down below so I can thank you yet again. So apparently I only have this on beta. This is how much I love you guys. You left a comment saying I need to go back and get this because I only have a copy of it on beta. Like the fact that you took the time to go through my website and see if I had this on like DVD or any other format, and so I only had it on beta, and you're like, you got to go back and get a VHS copy. That was so cool. So apparently, I believe this is out of print right now on DVD and only available on DVD-R through Warner Archives, if I'm not mistaken. So again, I do have a copy on beta, but I always like to have a copy on a more prominent format. So of course, I wanted to get it on VHS as well. So very, very cool. Again, Broadway Melody of 1940. I've not yet even watched this movie. So now I have 2 copies of this, one of VHS, one of beta, and that is awesome. Again, thanks to a viewer for being super awesome and telling me to go back out and pick it up. And I got it. That's great. Okay, however, that was not everything I grabbed from Open Door. I did pick out some stuff for the store, and I just grabbed pretty much anything they had of interest that I did not already pick up, because I grabbed so much stuff from there recently. They did actually get some new things in. There was a new little bin of movies, but not too much going on in there, with the exception of one thing that was pretty cool. We have Kingdom of the Spiders. How awesome is that? And if I'm not mistaken, this is out of print now, right? I don't believe it's in print on DVD. And I think there was a mention of this coming out on Blu-ray, but it was like delayed or never happened or something like that. I forget. So again, if I'm not mistaken, this is currently out of print right now. And a great movie, William Shatner versus a bunch of tarantulas. They like take over this town. If you haven't seen this movie, see it. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid. I love this movie. Probably why I'm so terrified of spiders now. That and Arachnophobia I used to watch all the time as a kid, which was probably really stupid because spiders are very, very scary things. I love this movie. So again, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Unfortunately, like I said, though, it is out of print, but I got a copy now at the store. So that is really, really cool. Very happy to find that. And then I did grab this Jason Bourne. I can't believe this was already at a thrift store. That just blows my mind. This just came out. Why is this already there? Unfortunately, like I said, the disc was scratched. Now, not bad at all, actually. The more I'm looking at this, I don't even know why I like scoffed at it. The scratches are very... It's got some fingerprints on it, but the scratches are very, like, minor. I don't think we're going to have any skipping or any playback issues whatsoever. Those scratches aren't very bad at all. Somebody probably just laid it on the counter at one point. That's it. So, in pretty good condition. Also comes with its, wait, is this digital copy? What is this? Thank you for your purchase of Jason Bourne. As a gift, get a free movie and more. Oh. So, I don't know if this is a copy for Jason Bourne, or this is a copy for, another movie. I'm not sure, but you get a free movie, apparently, if that code is still good. So, yeah, I picked this up. Like I said, it's not in bad condition. I don't know. I guess I was just going crazy. I forget sometimes that not everybody is as OCD as I when it comes to scratches. I mean, sure, nobody wants any deep, horrible scratches, but a DVD like this that just came out with a few very minor scratches on it, most people aren't gonna care. Me, I'm just OCD. That bugs me. A lot of other people are like, okay, whatever. If it's for a good price, I'll pick it up. So anyway, had to grab it for the store. I figured, what the heck, I'm going to pick it up. And then I did grab some more VHS here. Just some interesting stuff. We have Encino Man. Love that movie. Very cool. Starring MTV's Major Dude Pauly Shore. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Then we have The Mask. The Velveteen Rabbit. Classic. I love this, especially with the whole Easter coming up. And then I feel bad that I grabbed all 3 of these. Probably should have left one for a kid, but I kind of just found it amusing that I came across 3 copies of the same thing, all with different artwork, all different releases. So I just grabbed them all because I wanted to show you guys. We have 3 different releases of Peter Cottontail. Yes, this is the classic Rankin Bass Peter Cottontail, and 3 different releases of the same exact feature. That is amusing. So I don't know. I grabbed all 3. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. I grabbed them all. Whatever. Just very interesting. And again, with Easter coming up, it's just, if you haven't seen this, it's a classic. I love it. That's a Disney with a Far Off Place. Very cool. Shawshank Redemption, apparently one time at Goodwill. Another copy of Dinosaurs. I already have a copy of this at the store, but grab another one. This is really cool. This is like the Claymation special. If you guys haven't seen this one, you're a big fan of animation, you're a big fan of Claymation, something to check out. Naughty Marietta, am I saying that right? I've actually never seen this. I do own a VHS copy myself, but I've never checked it out. Got to do that eventually. George of the Jungle, Jungle Fever. Love the classic George of the Jungle animated series. Was this Hanna-Barbera? Who did this? I completely forget who did this series. I do have it on DVD. I don't remember. Anyway, very cool. Then this is great. Deep Star 6. Not only is this a great movie, but I've always loved the VHS artwork. I always thought that looked just fantastic. So cool. I mean, look at that. That like the deep sea diving suit that's like ripped in half. Something's gotten to it. Oh my gosh, I love the artwork. That's amazing. And again, really good movie as well. And then, well, I got two more things to show you, but I had to grab this because every store has a copy of this. Titanic, yeah. They had like 50 copies. I grabbed one. But what makes this interesting is it's actually factory sealed. I don't see that too often. There's two things I don't see. I don't see them factory sealed very often, and I don't see the widescreen copy very often. They did have a copy of that. Unfortunately, it was missing one of the tapes, which is weird. Why are they even trying to sell it? I have no idea. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I just saw it. I was like, it's factory sealed. I'm picking it up for the store, whatever. I don't know if this will ever sell, but it was factory sealed, and just, it's Titanic. I have to have a copy at the store. I have to. And then, probably the, I'm going to say maybe the coolest VHS I picked up. Again, not something that I'm really interested in, but I know so many of you guys are, and that is Come Get Some, the Women of WWF. Yes, this is not a WWE. This is a WWF release on VHS. Very, very cool. That's awesome. So again, I know a lot of you guys are really into wrestling. As I said before, I'm into 80s and extremely early 90s wrestling. Once wrestling became really popular again with like The Rock and Stone Cold and all that stuff, I was definitely way out of being into wrestling. So the whole, is this like the Divas, or is this, or no, the Divas are other people, aren't they? I have no idea. So when these chicks were popular, I know who Chyna is. I have no idea who any of these other girls are. No idea. Not the slightest clue. Again, I was way out of wrestling when these girls were popular, so I don't know. But anyway, very cool WWF release. Had to pick that up for the store. That's just awesome. Again, I know some of you guys are really into this, and it's just pretty awesome. So, all right, there you go. That is everything I picked up today. So, a bunch of stuff for the store, which is really cool. Definitely some interesting titles. Very happy to come across two pretty cool DVDs, and I mean, these are awesome. Very excited about those pickups. And then again, the only thing I grabbed for me, that was it. So, got very lucky with this. Glad I happened to see that in the front display. And thanks to one of you guys for telling me to go back and get this. Now, I would love to go out and do some more cinema hunting, but that's not going to happen. I have some plans tonight to go out and eat dinner with my wife and some of her friends, and I really do want to get a movie in today, so I am pressed for time. That was it for hunting, so now I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch a movie, and I'll be back in 1 second to talk to you guys about it. Okay, so tonight's feature presentation was, oh boy, Sausage Party. This was a weird one. How do I even go about talking about Sausage Party? Well, first let me say, CGI animated movie, obviously, and it was done beautifully. The animation was gorgeous. I was watching the special features, and they said they were really going for a very polished, like Disney Pixar quality look with the animation, and yeah, they kind of pulled that off. It was really good. It didn't look cheesy. Didn't look like a B CGI movie. It was really well done. So the animation is beautiful in this. The plot is actually kind of okay too. It's about food, you know, the secret life of food type of thing. They were talking about that in special features. There's so many movies about, like, you know, talking cars or the secret life of pets, or, you know, whatever it might be, things that, you know, actually have these secret lives we don't know about. And in this case, it's food in a grocery store, and about how the food's all happy, and they think that, you know, people are gods, and when they get bought, they're going to go live in this promised land and whatnot. But of course, they all come to find out that that's not the case. They come to find out that these gods are eating them and chopping them up and doing horrible things and basically committing these horrible murders. And obviously that's not a good thing. So, interesting plot. I liked it. I thought it was very well done as far as the plot. Something very cool, something I really hadn't seen before. I liked it. It led to a lot of very funny and very enjoyable moments. I would say that, you know, this movie is raunchy. It is over the top. It's kind of what this movie's about. It's about being super over the top and full of vulgarity, and I get that. I just feel that maybe at times it was too much. Like the cursing, you know, I'm not one to shy away from cursing. I curse plenty. If you meet me in real life, you'll find out. I'm very PC for the videos, but in real life I do curse a bit. But it just seemed like it was way over the top. There were times where they were dropping the F-bomb and stuff like that, like in the middle of a sentence where I'm like, that sentence did not need the F-word, like, at all. Like, you know, cursing when it makes sense, or at certain times in this movie when, like, they're angry at somebody or using it in an appropriate manner, I'm like, yeah, all right, curse, okay, I get it. But when they do it just, like, talking about, you know, they bought a video game. I bought this effing video game. It's like, why did you say that? Why did you have to use the F word? Like, it just seemed forced at times. Like, they were really just forcing the cursing. So that kind of bugged me, but it did get it started to tone down as the movie went on, so that was good. Of course, there's lots of sexual jokes and lots of drug jokes and all kinds of stuff like that. And again, it is a raunchy, over-the-top movie just full of vulgarity for the sake of being full of vulgarity. And, it is what it is. So did I like the movie? Again, it's very weird. It's very interesting. It's a different movie. But in the end, the more I think about it, like watching, I was thinking to myself while watching it, am I liking this movie? And now that it's over, I'm thinking I did. It was kind of fun. It's something different. Again, the animation was beautifully done. The music was done by Alan Menken, yes, from Disney. That blew me away. So the opening theme song and whatnot did have a very Disney feel to it, which I thought was pretty funny. So it almost felt like you're watching, as far as the quality is concerned, a Disney Pixar movie, which again is what they were going for. The music, the actual animation, very beautifully done. The story, very interesting as well. They do stress that again, they were going for more Disney, in the sense that, there's a villain, and there's kind of like this nobody who rises up to help everybody out. He overcomes, what he has going against him and overcomes this villain, and they do that. It has, again, a very Disney feel as far as the plot is concerned. So it almost felt like you're kind of watching sort of a Disney Pixar movie, just with a ton of raunchy vulgarity and cursing and sex and drugs and all kinds of craziness like that, which is sort of interesting. So this movie's not going to be for everybody. I definitely not. I mean, the orgy scene at the end is going to make you go, oh boy. Like, that was a really weird scene to watch. I couldn't imagine watching the end orgy scene in a theater of a bunch of people. I probably would have felt really uncomfortable if I was in a movie theater with just a ton of people around watching that. I don't know how that would have been. But anyway, so again, not going to be for everybody, but if you're into CGI animated movies, I'm going to say give this one a chance, because you're going to watch it and think, this is a pretty well done movie, interesting plot, great music, great CGI animation, just with a really weird amounts of vulgarity, which makes it kind of interesting. So, Sausage Party, not for everybody, but I gotta say, again, yeah, check it out. All right, and with that, I'm off to dinner with my wife and some friends. Oh, joy. Triple date. Gotta love that. At least I'm gonna get some really good food. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for checking this video out. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, if you want to see a brand new video from me every single day, hit that subscribe button, and you're gonna get one. And of course, don't forget to check out Patreon to help support the show, Spreadshirt.com to grab yourself a Cinema Sickness t-shirt, and of course, the Cinema Sickness store on Instagram to buy yourself all kinds of awesome media, all kinds of really cool things. All proceeds do go right back into the show and really do help out. You can find links to all that down below in the description of this video. So again, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Sorry to cut today short, but tomorrow, gonna go out and do some hunting, hopefully with the crew. That's the plan anyway. So I'll see you guys then. Bye. Whew, man, I'd say that was probably the most difficult night ever of having to put away new titles.